Hello Bloomington, I'm Mayor Tim Bussey, and this is the Council Minute for the week of August 4th. At our meeting on Monday night, the Council heard an update on the progress of the new Community Health and Wellness Center. The project is at the 50% of the design development phase, which is a common check-in point on big projects like this. Design development generally means that city staff, the architects, vendors, and community stakeholders have been working to refine the layout of the building, finishes, and fixtures with a focus on enhancing user experience. It's the phase where we make sure that the building is functional and cost-effective and that the project is staying on budget. And yes, at this 50% design development stage, the estimates for hard construction costs are within the project's targeted range. There have been concerns raised recently about the impact that the new Community Health and Wellness Center will have on the neighborhood immediately adjacent to the site. We heard from some of those residents at our listening session on Monday, and I can sincerely say their concerns are being heard, and staff will continue to focus their attention on the residents of the Newton neighborhood. But based on what we heard on Monday, and what's chattering about on social media, I need to spend a couple of minutes today correcting a few misconceptions about the project. The new Health and Wellness Center is one of the citywide community investments that Bloomington voters enthusiastically approved in November of 2023. The Health and Wellness Center, the renovation of the Bloomington Ice Garden, and the restoration of the 9 Mile Creek corridor were all on the ballot in 2023 as part of the Bloomington Forward proposal. Bloomington voters said yes to using a local sales tax to pay for these projects. In fact, the Health and Wellness Center was the most endorsed project, with 56% of voters saying yes. The ballot initiative came after months of discussion, community engagement, and information sharing. As a local government body, the city wasn't allowed to take sides or advocate one way or another. The city could only provide information. And the work that city staff did to provide that information was outstanding. And that's not just me saying that. The communications efforts around the Bloomington Forward projects received statewide and national awards for their clarity, timeliness, and thoroughness. And when people voted, less than 2% of ballots cast left the Bloomington Forward questions blank. Very few questions were asked on Election Day. We know that voters were well educated on the question. The notion that people didn't know what they were voting for, or that this somehow snuck through in the dark of night, simply doesn't hold water. There have also been questions asked if the city offered to purchase nearby homes. The answer is no. No formal offers were made. Now, as part of the process, consultants reached out to property owners to gauge interest, but as the project scope was refined, no additional land was needed. And purchasing homes would have added significant costs to the project. Parking is another big question. The city conducted a parking study and found that the number of planned spaces actually slightly exceeds what's needed for the building. And yes, parking meets city code. We're also focusing on connection to nature with green parking designs, stormwater designs, and native landscaping. And for those who love the outdoor spaces, 9 Mile Creek Park, Civic Plaza Green Space, and Moyer Park are all within a short walk. Finally, why is this a project in the first place? The existing public health and Creekside buildings are from the 1960s. They simply don't meet the needs of our city of 91,000 and our next generation. This new center will expand access to public health services like immunizations, nutrition education, and older adult programs. It will also provide community gathering spaces that will accommodate a variety of activities to be enjoyed by residents of all ages and all abilities. And it's a project that a significant majority of Bloomington residents agreed was important to continue to move Bloomington forward. If you want to learn more, check out bloomingtonforward.org. At Monday night's meeting, we had a public hearing about prevailing wage. Bloomington's prevailing wage ordinance was adopted in June of last year. It requires that contractors on city-funded projects pay fair, industry-standard wages. We took a look at some possible updates to that ordinance, including exempting small housing projects, think 20 units or fewer from the ordinance, and giving the council flexibility to approve waivers for projects with special challenges, like heavy cleanup needs or long-term vacant sites. We also talked about how to protect workers if waivers were granted. Things like requiring signed contractor affidavits, doing random audits, and making sure workers know their rights. After public comment from key stakeholders and residents, as well as a lengthy discussion from the council, the decision was ultimately made to table this topic indefinitely. The council agreed. We want to continue the discussion about prevailing wage and how to best support and encourage development in Bloomington. As you know, every year, the City Council approves a budget that funds the services we all rely on. from public safety to public works to parks and recreation. Like many communities, we're feeling some pressures. Funding sources that are expiring, rising costs, and aging infrastructure. To address these challenges, Bloomington is trying something new this year called priority-based budgeting. It helps us take a hard look at our city programs, focus on what the community values most, and make smart, sustainable decisions for the future. We've heard in the past that residents want to be involved earlier in the budget conversation. On Monday, August 18th, the Council will hold a study session to dive into the 2026 budget. At that meeting, we have set aside time on the agenda specifically for public comment. The preliminary budget and levy will be set on September 8th. We'll continue to refine things through the fall, and the final budget will be adopted on December 22nd. The city's budget website has a ton of great information. Check it out, learn more, and we'll see you on August 18th. And finally today, a big thank you to everyone who participated in National Night Out on August 5th. There were more than 100 Bloomington police, fire, and city staff out visiting more than 300 parties across the city. The weather was perfect, the conversations with residents were great, and it was wonderful to see our neighbors gathering together, building connections, and engaging with police, fire, and city staff. Events like these strengthen our community, and they remind us why Bloomington is such a great place to live. That wraps up this week's Council Minute. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, stay safe, Bloomington.